Sean Penn, who along with so many other dedicated people have done really extraordinary work since the earthquake. His organization, the JP Haitian Relief Organization, manages one of the country's largest camps for displaced people in Port-au-Prince, and sadly displaced Haitians number in the hundreds of thousands still in that country. Sean, you set up JPHRO in the aftermath of the 2010 earthquake, and you've helped thousands of Haitians put their lives back together. There's still more than 400,000 people living in temporary shelters or tents. You were there again recently. The kind of damage a storm like this could do. You've seen the impact of rain. Explain the danger.
Well, of course, the first dangers are in flood and mudslide. It's very rare, particularly in Port-au-Prince, to get a direct hit from a hurricane. We don't think that the winds are going to be quite the issue, though they may be, even a 35-mile-an-hour wind can be very devastating in tent camps. The government and the international organizations have been able to reduce the camp levels from about 1.8 million to down, I think, below 400,000, but that still leaves those 400,000 extremely vulnerable. The other issues are, the potential spread of disease, the access to clean water, which is actually a bigger issue in the remote regions. So the immediate aftermath is going to be a response all itself, whether or not there is the kind of dramatic hurricane damage that we hope doesn't happen. You'll have roads washed out, and this is a country, as you do know very well, that we've been fighting to get. There's so many fronts to get things moving forward on, and I think that the capacity of the government is still, needful of an enormous amount of international support, both public and private. And I know that OCHA has been working in the preparedness, but emergency preparation is something that's never been fully realized in any country that I'm aware of as an integrated aspect of sustainable development or the building of an infrastructure. And in Haiti, being a country of only 9 million people, I think with continued support, we can get there and become a model for it.
We've been to your camp over the years now several times. Explain for folks what the structures are that the 400,000 or less than 400,000 people in various camps but are living in. What are the structures like? I mean, some of them are tents, some of them are temporary structures.
Yeah, most of the structures within the camps would be a combination of 2x4s or 2x2s holding up square tent that are made from tarps, mostly bottomless with just the dirt underneath, and drainage is a continence maintenance program to do that. So what's done within a camp like that is that there are days of animations or communications to the residents, starting with the most vulnerable and going by the capacity and location of shelters to get to. Contact numbers. The government, for example, puts out SMS preparations. It's a country that, despite its poverty, has an enormous access to cell phones. Most people have them, certainly in the cities. But the tent structures themselves are very flimsy. With every heavy rain, we have tent reconstruction to do, sometimes in the hundreds. Our camp, which was originally at approximately 60,000, is down to somewhere between 16 and 18,000 people. Still a lot of people in there. But there's been, at once there have been very aggressive moves by the government and some of the partners to get people out of camps, but it's very, it's not a simple process, and it's a costly process. And we're still looking at donors that made pledges that are incomplete.
And that's one of the things. I mean, the people have made donations, countries that have made donations have not actually delivered on those donations. But I mean, Sean, you must get this question all the time from folks who say, look, they see the pictures of and here are some 400,000 people still in camps, and though in your camp you've been able to reduce those numbers hugely, what is the biggest obstacle to affecting change right now in Haiti? I mean, I know it's a huge question, but in a nutshell.
I can give you the two biggest obstacles in Haiti. One is a land tenure issue. The ability for organizations such as ours or the government's own projects are compromised greatly by the challenges in court to the ownership of various pieces of land. The return of people who were renters to properties where the landlords now will not give significant enough assurance that those beneficiaries will be the receivers of newly built structures and so on to create land tenure. The other part of it is the part that would come with the creation of those structures, as well as we would hope with an agricultural sector, which is jobs. I think that if there were two most significant things that need to be focused on, it's those things. With those things, such things as emergency preparedness, to education, to health, all of those things would begin to build themselves. The Haitians have a lot of their own initiative, but that these basic things of the access to jobs, investment in Haiti, and Haiti's own ability to reconstruct and reassign land, perhaps, is going to be a mandatory aspect of any forward motion.
Sean Penn, I appreciate you being on again and again. We're going to continue to follow this throughout the evening. JPHRO is Sean's organization. Sean, thank you very much, and we wish the people in your camp and throughout, obviously, Port-au-Prince right now and throughout Haiti and the Dominican Republic well in the eye of this storm.